Hoi hoi ladies and gentlemen, I am back on the channel. We have had some weeks off just to sort out some stuff, in my personal life. But I just want to take a second to say that I'm hoping to upload a few times a week. I'm not sure of the schedule just yet, but please bear with me. We are going to be continuing our Wrexham save, something that I do want to continue doing on the channel. We're going to have some other content on the channel as well. So, subscribe if you're new or hit that like button if you enjoy the video. But yeah, we're going to be going back to the Wrexham save, and we're doing a little bit of a recap about where we are. To be honest, it's been about 3 weeks since I've played it as well. I pretty much left you off where you saw it last time, which was the transfer special, but I did start the season, but I lost the recording footage. I then took a few weeks off, and now we're back. So hopefully I remember who all the players are and everything, because I'm not very smart. So without further ado, guys, that's enough waffling for me. Let's jump straight into it and have a little bit of a look. So, yeah, let's have a look about where we left it off. By the way, this guy, who we talked about in the transfer special about potentially being our star man, has pretty much proved just that. He has scored 4 goals and 3 assists in 6 games by the looks of it. He is absolutely killing it and looks the goods for us. So that's fantastic. But since we started the season, let's have a look about how we did. We lost the first game of the season to Tranmere 3-0, got absolutely battered. Then we started winning. We won against Mansfield. We lost in the EFL Cup, but we continued winning in the league against Carlisle and Crawley Town. Then we lost against Harrogate, and we beat Grimsby in the league as well. So today we're going to be taking on Leyton Orient and Walsall by the looks of it, as well, with a week gap in between. Just to remind ourselves of the squad, we've still got a couple of trialists in, but I don't think, looking at their ability, that they're going to make it. We know nothing about this guy. We've got quite a decently big squad at the minute as well. I probably would like to get rid of some players. We've got quite a lot of players in on loan as well. Some you would recognise from last year as well. How's this guy doing? Not great. Not great, but that's all right. Ricky J. Jones was the other one I was really, really excited about. How is he doing? 1 goal and 1 assist in 5 appearances. Not great yet, but we'll see if we can change that today. Club dynamics look not great. We probably want to, improve those. But look, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go ahead and play a game first today, and then we'll come back and have a little bit of a look at what we need to do with the squad. But it looks like past Scoots has picked a squad that we're going to go with today. I don't remember most of these players, so we're going to go with his recommendations. We've got Carney in goal. We've got a back four of Brown, Bonswell, Rafa Maran, and Fossey. A midfield of Booty and Garrity, who both were with us last year. A midfield or attacking midfield 3 of Aranda out on the wing, also Orsi out on the right wing, and Bodu starting in the attacking midfield centre position, all supporting Ricky J. Jones up front. Just have a look at some of these players. Who are you from? He was from Red Bull. Bloody hell. Rafa Moran, he was from Real Madrid. I was excited about him. And we've got Fossey as well. So we've got some stars in this team for sure. You can tell by the average ratings. Not that I look too much at that these players are doing good. Anyway, that's enough waffling on. Let's get into the match today against Leyton Orient. Oh, it's been a minute since I've played this save, but I'm happy we're back. We can say we're underdogs, or we can say we've got nothing to lose. Let's go with the underdogs. Archie Brown like that. No one else really seemed to care. So let's jump into the game. We'll skip that as always. Yeah, we're currently sitting in 7th position. So a win here against Leyton Orient will do us some good. But yeah, we start off strong, getting the ball back in the midfield. We got the ball to Aranda, who puts in Jones, and Jones scores, and that's his 2nd goal of the season. Immediately, you can see the quality of Aranda putting that ball through for Jones. And Jones, I don't know what he was doing at the start of the season, but he's seemed to have found his scoring boots then, because he's just popped that ball through. Ricky J. Jones using his pace to get ahead of the man and putting it in the bottom corner, and we go 1-0 up. Let's go. Let's go. And that moves us, I think, as it stands at the moment, to second in the league. We're going to go up as champions. We're going to win. No, we're not going to win it. But it doesn't matter if we're not going to win it, because bloody hell, we're looking good in the first few minutes here. If we can get anywhere near that automatic promotion spot and get back-to-back promotions, that would be absolutely fantastic. I'll be happy with playoffs this year. I think we've strengthened the squad really well in comparison to last year. Hopefully we're not too much over our wage budget. We might look at that after this and just sort of see where the club's finances sort of lay, because we might need to get promoted this year. But if we're in around the... Oh, that was beautiful play as well. If we are in or around the promotion playoff mix at the end of the season, I'll be happy, and we can give ourselves a good account of potentially going up. League 2 is one of the easiest leagues to get promoted from, though, with 4 going up. So you go up from the National League, which is a tough one to get promoted from, with only 1 guaranteed spot going up, and then the playoffs, to getting 4 positions going up. Yes, as things stand, we're a little bit eager there. We slipped back into 5th position with Bradford City still to play as well. So if they get a result there, they'll go ahead of us. That's if we win the game. I'm talking about as if we've already won it as well. But we definitely haven't. As we approach half-time, it's Leyton Orient who have got the ball moving forward. But we are able to defend that well. And we're getting the ball up to Jones, but he can't quite get his head on it. So Fossey now putting the ball back over for Jones. He's using his pace, and he's looking for near post, but the keeper's able to pull off a save. And, yeah, we could have gone in 2-0 up at the half-time break there, but we didn't. But that's okay. That's okay. We're looking good so far. I'll say don't get complacent out there. Yeah, that seems to have motivated a lot of them. We want to continue. We want to keep going on the front foot, see if we can extend our lead, and see how we go. Looking good so far. Nothing really happening in the start of the second half here. We're going to make some changes now about 2/3 of the way through the match, or just over. Let's have a look. Orsie's not having a great game. We've got Jordan Davies who can come on, or Rabisi, who was pretty good last year for us. He can come on the right-hand side. We've got McMillan who can come on for Jones, but he's looking good. I don't want to take him off. I think that's the only change we'll make. Maybe Ely in the midfield for Booty. What? How good are you? All right, he's 18. Let's have a look here. He looks right. He's a natural defensive midfield, so he's coming from Norwich. I mean, Booty looks fine at the moment. He's currently playing as the box-to-box. Yeah, go on. We'll whack him on. We'll do a double change, and hopefully that's enough for us to see out the game. Maybe I should swap him and Garrity around. But we'll just sort of see how we go. We got ball now with Garrity in the midfield. He's looking wide for Brown, who's looking the board for Jones. And Jones tries to head it to Aranda. Aranda has the ball now on the wing. He puts the ball back in. And Ely has a shot. The goalkeeper dove, but there was no need because it was blocked. So currently still 1-0 up. Looking the goods as well. We're definitely on, shots, possession, and passing. We're ahead. Well, actually, passing we're not ahead. Possession we're only just ahead. So maybe don't listen to me. But Leyton Orient now have the ball, and they've equalised. They've equalised in the 88th minute, and that kind of hurts. If we look at their goal again, we got Brophy getting the ball back. He's put it in, and then he's just lost his man. Who is that? Who is that? Number 6. I think that was Rafa Moran, who's lost his man there. No, it was Bonswell. Bonswell explains his rating. Has lost his man there. And at the end of the day, late equaliser means that we... Oh, well done. We just lost... all right. Yeah, we just lost 2 points. And we end this match in 7th position where we started. So hopefully we'll have better luck in the next run. And Leighton Orient were down near the bottom, so that's not looking good. And Robersy is now injured as well. I said we were going to have a look at the finances. Let's go ahead and do that. We're looking good, actually. Well, shit, we are 10k short of our wage budget. We've got money to burn, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at our projection as well. Looking fantastic. We're going to be making bank. Making bank? Jesus. All right. What are we trying to do this year as well? Play counter-attacking football. I'm not doing that. Work within wage budget, good. Avoid a relegation battle. That's all we need to do this year as well. All right. Let's actually maybe make some... Yeah, let's try and improve our youth recruitment. That might be the goods for us there. They've said no. We're going to tell them that we need to do it, and they reckon it's good. Hey, we have got that across the board. Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, listening to little old me. We are now going from adequate recruitment to average youth recruitment, which is good. Anything else that we can ask the board for while we're here? We can ask to improve the youth facilities as well. We can go on a coaching course. Maybe that would be worth doing. Scouting range. Yeah, let's see if we can go on a coaching course. And maybe we'll ask about the youth facilities as well. Just to get, things moving in the right direction for the club since we got this money. Fair enough. Due to the financial situation, they're not willing to pump money into the youth facilities yet. That's okay. Probably next year. Yeah, we're not going to sign any of these players on trial either. Anyway, what am I doing? We're going to come back for the second game. We've got Walsall. Is it Walsall? Yeah, Walsall for the next game, who are currently sitting 22nd in the league and looking dismal on goal difference as well. So, looks like we should be the goods for that game. We are at home as well, so hopefully for a win. But, yeah, I'll be back in a second, and we will continue with that game. Ladies and gentlemen, just before we go to game 2, I just want to say the board have basically said, I asked to go on a coaching course, they said, whilst we appreciate that it's a very valid thing to want to do, we fear that bettering yourself could lead to a bigger club coming in for your services. We're therefore to incline to say no. You asshole. That is a dick move with whether I've seen one or not. Whether I've seen one or not. That is just a dick move. Jesus Christ. All right, everybody, we are back for game number 2. And a few changes for game number 2. Looks like Ronnie Edwards, if you remember him, he was that superstar on loan from Posh. He's now fit again to play, so he's coming back into... Did I just not pick him, or... Yeah, did I just not selected? He was on international duty, and then I didn't pick it. Maybe he was tired from playing internationally. I think that's what it was. But yeah, he comes back into the team, which is good. Otherwise, we are bringing Lewis Dobbin, who is on loan from Everton for the year, in on the right wing. He's a natural left winger and striker. We're going to play him out wide. Apparently, he's better. Maybe that's why I did that. He's better at right wing than he is anywhere else. And we currently have him on as a winger. You as an inside forward. Just really should remember more of my tactics. But he's wing back. Yeah, that's fine. We're attacking from both wings. Maybe we shouldn't be doing that. But that's okay. Anyway, let's crack on with game number 2 against Walsall. As I said, these guys are looking pretty shabby at the bottom of the table. We are looking pretty good, all things considered. So, yeah, I would say we're favourites and we should be winning this comfortably. That seems to have motivated the boys. Let's get it. And yeah, I'd say we should be winning this comfortably. Hopefully. We'll see. You never know in football, and that's why we love it. But We now got a free kick. Booty puts the ball in, and we find Badu, and he gets his first goal of the season after having a pretty good season for us last year, coming in for us in the National League. He has finally gotten off the mark from a header in League Two, and he does well there. I got to say, the keeper you could criticise and say he should have done a bit better, but we are in League Two after all, and not in the Premier League, so we might we'll cut him some slack. All right, we've got Walsall now having the ball, and they're just like pumping it up as you like, and yeah, we just seem content to knock the ball around. We get the ball wide to Archie Brown, who's an absolute superstar. He gets the ball in, but we cannot find Ricky J. Jones in the middle there. I'd say we've had a pretty good start to the year from what I remember from in between the last episode and this one, and it's been a few weeks. I've been impressed. I think as team cohesion gets better, we might have more wins on the board, or we might stop making silly mistakes at the end of matches like we did last time. But we'll see how we go, I guess. Yeah, half an hour in, we've still got our goal to the good. Lewis Dobbin puts the ball back into the midfield. Now it ends up with Brown and Aranda. I got to say, on the left is where we're strongest. Maybe we should be looking to play pretty much exclusively down on the left because we've got Brown and Aranda. But we find Dobbin, and Dobbin gets his first goal of the season. I got to say, again, their keeper looking a little suspect there. Let's look from the replay as Jones gets the ball back into Brown, back into Garrity. Brown puts the ball across, finds he's open. Dobbin's open, but he hits it first time, and yeah, that's not good enough. It's like he got down to the ball and he was just afraid of it. He's just like, oh, you know what? Maybe the ball's got COVID on it and I don't want to touch it, even though I've got these big, thick gloves. Maybe that's what happened, but we have another corner, and while I'm waffling on, we go 3-0 up through Ricky J. Jones getting a header into the middle of the box. We've got Booty taking our corner. He puts the ball in nicely. Jones gets up. He beats his man there. He gets up pretty well, and I got to say, we're looking good value for our 3-0 win. Or not win, 3-0 lead at the moment. 3-0 win, I hope so. I was talking last game about how we'd won the game, and we hadn't won it yet. But you got to say, with our Oscar Aranda now getting another header goal, we're looking good for the win. We go 4-0 up this side of half-time, and the ball comes in, and that's a cracking header. And we're looking good. We're looking very, very good. A little inconsistent, you would say, between the last game and this game. And a few people looking complacent, but you can't tell them not to get complacent at 4-0. You just tell them, it's cracking effort, lads. More of the same, please. So, yeah, I reckon this second half we'll just sit back. If you heard those knuckles cracking, I apologise. Or is that like ASMR thing? Do people like that? Let me know in the comments below. But Walsall now sort of have their first highlight of the game, and they get in behind, and that's a good goal. At 4-1, I'm not too worried yet, but we are going to make maybe a couple of changes just to see. But yeah, Nolan gets in behind. Who was keeping him on? I think you were. Moran was keeping him on. And yeah, we're going to make... Oh, we have a corner, but I'm going to make a couple of changes just real quick. Let's give McMillan a go up front. And why do we have so many defenders on the bench? I mean, everyone has scored in the front four. Davies hasn't really played much this year. We might bring Aranda off just to make sure he doesn't get injured and see how we go. We have another Booty corner, and that one is headed away nicely from them. I just love the fact that we have a player named Booty and he takes all our set pieces. You can like make puns like Booty slams another one in or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's the title of the video when he scores a screamer. If he ever scores a screamer, maybe that's what we call the video. Just get those clickbaity titles going, you know. But we are on the attack again, and we can try and make it 5, but that is a poor effort, you would say, from Badu. And Yeah, it looks like we're just going to coast in for the victory. Although they had a pretty good look at goal there, so maybe not. Our centre back is apparently tired, so we will make that change with Harrington and just bring him in on as fresh legs just to see out this match. But you would say that there's pretty much no danger of us losing it. We're not going to pull an Arsenal versus Newcastle where they came back from 4-0 to draw 4-all. I think we're pretty much safe at this point. I'd like to think we're safe at this point, but every time someone says that, it's like the game can hear you, but maybe that's because I've got my microphone on. Anyway, the important thing is we looked good there winning the ball. So as we wind down this game, we are going to win it 4-1. We can say that the second half was unacceptable. I'm just going to tell him, good job. We can do that. Good job, lads. Good job winning that one. We're now 6th. Well, joint 3rd, you could really say, but 6th on the ladder, which is a pretty good start to the season, you would say. But let's have a look at when we're going to come back, because we want to sort of get into this season and sort of see how we're going to end up. It's going rather good, so I don't mind showing these games off. Yeah, look at the dynamics. Cohesion will go up in time. We have a few people concerned. Yep, well, Ricky J. Jones is... Oh, I said I was going to give him playtime as well. Probably should look at that. And we've got Dobbin and Webb both. What's Webb on about? He wants to be a goalkeeper on defend or a sweeper keeper on defend. We might drop him. Because we do have 6 loans as well, so we might have to drop him. Anyway, let's have a look at when we're coming back in a little bit. So we're going to play maybe 6 games off stream. Maybe come back tomorrow for Barrow and Bristol. Is there anyone? They're 23rd, so maybe not Barrow. What about Bristol? They're 3rd. That might be a better game. Let's do Bristol and Port Vale. Yeah, 3rd and 4th. Bristol and Port Vale. Away to Bristol and home to Port Vale in the league. You can see they're both having a pretty good season. They are promotion candidates, as you would probably say we are as well. So maybe those are going to be good games for us to play. One other little thing I did want to mention before we wrap up that I just saw in the in-betweeny bit between last game and this game is I remembered this guy, Ricky Vaughan. He was that youngster that came up, played a few games for us last year once we basically walked that league. He looks like he's got bags of potential. He was the only good youth player, I think, from the recruitment. He looks like he's already improving this year. He's not ready to play at this level yet. I think I gave him a Papa John's game. Papa John's, he gives a shit about Papa John's trophy. Maybe we'll play him in that and see if he gets any better. But I have made him available for the under-18s, but he is injured at the minute. We'll keep a close eye on him as the season goes just to see if he can pull something special out of the bag and force his way into the team. But you would say that with our bloated squad and a lot of people ahead of him in the pecking order, we're probably not going to play him. But, you know, we want to get rid of... We still got to get rid of the likes of like Ponte-Kelly. You would sort of want him out of the squad, you would say. Not really good enough. I know a hat-trick on that last day of the season or the last game wasn't enough in my mind for me to keep him around. We've got McMillan and Jones as our 2 strikers. We don't really need him. And we've got Aranda that can play up there, Angus that can play up there as well, who, to be perfectly honest, I'm pretty keen to move on as well. So he's probably going to be looking to go, and Ponte-Kelly's probably going to be looking to go. So that's 2. Ben Elmane, he's improving a little bit, but not good enough really to play. So he's probably not going to get a lot of game time this year. And he's getting paid a shit ton of money, to be perfectly honest. So we definitely need to get rid of him as soon as we possibly can. And yeah, everyone else looking all right. Liam Coyle, he's got a lot of potential, but He comes in from Liverpool. I don't know if he's going to get much game time, though, so we'll see how we go. This guy, I remember him looking good when he came in. I liked him because he was tall and he could jump a little bit as well. And then he got injured, I think. He could, yeah, potential to be an EFL 1 player. You got Bondswell as well, who looks like he's got a bit of potential, decent current rating as well. He's tall, English. He can play anywhere along the back three, although realistically, I'm not playing him at left back. He's pretty much going to be a centre back with height like that. And that's right, we got this guy who came in from Man U. I was playing him over Webb because Webb was chucking a tantrum. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if this will be daily, but at the moment, being in Sydney, I am in lockdown. So I am just going to be recording whenever I feel like it and uploading to the channel. So I'm going to try for daily. It might be a little bit less than that. We'll see how we go. But in any case, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. I don't know why I did that. See you later.